This is a review of my world's smallest keychain collection. A little different than the Transformer reviews I've been doing, but I kind of want to do something different and show you other things I do collect. As you can see, I've got a bunch of them down here, and they're from the Basic Fun toy line. You have Bop It, Connect 4, Backgaming. A lot of these keychains, all of these keychains actually work. In some way or another, they all set up and play like the real games, but they're very small. And a lot of them just little novelties. And but anyway, there's the Rock'em Sock'em Robots keychain, and it really works. And they came out with this set here, and they were so tiny they thought they wasn't as good as they wanted to end up being. That people might start having problems with them or something, but I hadn't had any problems with mine. I got two of these. I got one in the package and one out, and I'll show you the other one. And they're very neat. That's one of my favorite keychains in my collection here. Then you have the Etch-a-Sketch and Magnadoodle, Jack-in-the-Box, and Mousetrap, Bullwinkle and Rocky, and Duncan Yo-Yo, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. All the parts come off and go inside the potatoes, just like the real versions. Popcorn Popper, it really works. And you have the other Fisher-Price toys that just like a lot of us remember from growing up. Those all work. And you have some other toys, copies from 1950s or something. I'm not sure. They you pull them and they hit the drums, and Donald Duck here hits the tune, hits the little metal bars. They're real neat. There's the Jack-in-the-Box out of the package. Simon. And a little laser gun thing that's from the early days also. Sparkle gun thing. You have another game that's you push it with a stick. I'm not sure what this game's called. Oh, Rebound. This is Rebound. It's the card, miniature card game. Light Bright. And Viewmaster's two versions. The original version and like a newer version. And they actually work. A miniature version of Hot Wheels, like it would have came in the package back in the old days. This is an ant farm. I'm not sure if it was something from the old days, but it's real neat. You move the lever on the back, and the ants crawl around. And then you have the Barrel Monkeys, and you have a miniature gumball machine, a Bozo the Clown beanbag, a punching bag. And it'll stand up. It has like a heavy bottom to it. It'll flip back and forth. And Bogle or Boogle or something like that. And this is a Happy Days lunchbox, metal lunchbox, and inside you have the canister and some fruit. And you have a radio flyer wagon, all metal. And the Koosh bubble blower with a thing of bubbles. And you have the little chomping wind up teeth. And this is from the Mask movie. You push a lever in the back and his eyes come out like it did in the version in the movie. His tongue comes out, his eyes turn. You have a Pictionary. You have a Super Ball. You take this out and it bounces really, really high. You have another electronic game from the 70s. You have magnetic poetry, where you open the refrigerator up and it lights up inside. It has a shelf. You pull the little letters out and you can put names on the front and stuff. This is a Cracker Jack box. It has a real prize inside, a real authentic Cracker Jack prize. This is the Coca-Cola bottle that you turn upside down. It's like the kids' bottles. It disappears. And you have the two Transformer keychains. You have a Cliff Jumper and Bumblebee. You have Categories, Candyland there, and Chutes and Ladders, Horseshoe, and they all set up and you throw the little pieces and everything. Is real neat. You have Trouble, and the little button does pop, and the dice bounces around inside. And you have a poker table that you set up the legs on the bottom, and it has all the chips and cards and everything. And this is an old game here. that you use the stick and it'll put the magnetic parts on his face. Here's the Rock'em Sock'em Robots toy, and I'll show you that in just a minute. This is the glowworm. It came out in the 80s, I do believe, and it lights up. You got Thomas the Tank Engine. You pull this lever here and it goes around the track. And you have a Lionel train set, also does the same thing. You have a pickup stick game, dominoes, a chess game that sets up pieces. I can't remember the name of that game, but there's those little weird fellows. I'm sure probably y'all know what those are. A lot of people do anyway. Lincoln logs. It's actually little Lincoln log blocks and stuff you build the Lincoln log houses with. Little Uno card game. Can't remember the name of this guy, Mr. Mouth or something like that. And his head winds up, and these pieces right here, they flip, and it has inside these right here, these little boxes slide out and has the little parts that you put on here that flips into his mouth as his mouth turns and opens up. Hungry Hippos. Both sides work. And you got Booby Trap, and it works. Everything's really neat. And you got Twister. It folds out this big mat, and you actually turn this and then it'll stop on whatever color, and you play with it, I guess, with your fingers. And Bingo, and you have Yahtzee and Waffle Ball, and you have the Dymo like a letter printer thing, Rubik's Cube, Sorry, color forms. There's Perfection. You have Tippet, and you have Tinker Toys. Has all the little parts in it, just like the real Tinker Toy did. You have the Donkey Kong game, arcade game. It's like a little bank, and you hit this button, and it plays a song from the arcade. That's pretty neat. And you got the Brady Bunch. It's like an old TV, playing the Brady Bunch episode. And this is the magic 8 ball that you ask it something, you turn it up, and it tells you whatever answer. And then you have Monopoly here, and checkers. You got Battleship, and Aljada, which is the Ouija board, which I'm not real big on, but I got it anyway. And the Play-Doh set, Metro Play-Doh. You have a dart set. They have magnetic darts. You throw it on there and they stick on. Aggravation. You got Life, Scrabble, a rubber ducky that squeaks, just like the real one. You got Mystery Date. And you got Mousetrap, which is one of my favorites. Actually, you put everything together with these tweezers that comes with it, and everything works. And I think we did Sorry already. And Operation. It works. It buzzes and lights up. You got Don't Spill the Beans. You got little beans in here that you put on, and you put so many where it starts to tip over, and if it tips over, you lose. Scrabble, Life. And you have Etch-a-Sketch, which works. You got Magnadoodle, and I think that's everything. The Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You can take the plastic lid off, but you can actually move these guys, and they'll box, and you can actually knock one of their heads off. They're very small, as you can see with my fingers. Just how small this game is. Everything moves around just like the real toy. And they both punch. But anyway, this is my keychain collection, and I just want to show y'all something different. And this is G1 Collector. Thank you for watching.